Indonesia ada ombak paling bagus di semua dunia.
Di seluruh dunia.
Dia pikir, aduh ombak itu besar sekali, pasti mati kalau berenang gitu.
Hai guys, selamat datang kembali di channel saya Kwan TV dan ini adalah Max DeSantis.
Apa kabar?
Dia adalah salah satu surfer ombak besar di Bali, yang tumbuh besar di Bali. Jadi mari kita interview dia dan dia juga punya tips bagi Anda pemain-pemain surfer yang lokal gimana caranya untuk menjadi pro. So let's go. Man, so this is your place, huh? Yeah. That's sick. Oh, thank you very much.
You a juice.
Perfect.
Maybe don't put the cups. I mean, they are biodegradable, but everyone has to say about everything.
All right, man. Let's get started. So, long time no see, bro. How you been?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So, yeah, please introduce yourself, man.
Hi, my name is Max DeSantis. I'm 21 years old and I live in Uluwatu in Bali. And I've been surfing my whole life and it's a huge part of my life.
So, where are you from originally and how long have you lived in Bali?
I was born in Hawaii. I was born in Hawaii and Kauai, but I moved here when I was 2 months old, and I've been here ever since. And surfing.
Wow, ever since.
Ever since. And as I was growing up, I learned Indonesian, the language, as I learned English because I was so young. And it was like it's such a cool experience to be able to understand that and kind of like grow up here as a minority. And because it teaches you to kind of look at every single person as they are. You know, you don't judge anyone based off any characteristics or any looks. It's kind of just everyone is who they are.
And everyone's just happy the way they are, and everyone's just chilling, right?
Yeah, and everyone's just who they are, and and growing up somewhere like this as someone from somewhere else teaches you that, and I appreciate that a lot for sure.
So what is it that you love about Indonesia? Is it the people? Is it about the culture? Is it the places? Is it the weather?
Saya just cinta semua Indonesia.
Kita semua ya, makanan, nasi campur, babi guling.
Babi guling semua saya suka banget. Enak sekali itu.
Yeah, Indomie juga ya.
Indomie juga ya pasti.
So now we're gonna go a little bit more into surfing. So what does surfing mean to you?
Surfing is a huge part of my life. Something that I can take, something I can go and do, and that will cheer me up. It'll make me feel better. If I'm ever in a situation where I'm feeling like, oh, I can't handle this or I'm stressed out, if I go surfing, everything's out the window, and I just feel pure again.
You just like it's like a zen moment.
It's a practice. It's like meditation. You know, it's something you can do, and what it really is, if you really think about it, if you go to the base of surfing, you're riding an energy wave. It happens to break on a specific set of part of the reef or the sand. It's the only sport in the world where you can really harness energy and actually control Mother Nature to a sense. Because obviously the ocean's always in control, but you can take it and you can catch a wave and surf it the way you want to surf it, and that's an amazing feeling because it's something that is completely. It's like you're purely in the present because you're watching the future unfold in front of you and you're riding it, and all your movements calculate your future.
Yeah,
and then the past is blowing up behind you.
It's like anticipating where the wave's gonna be and all that, right?
What's gonna happen, and it's a cool thing to think about because it's like you're in this state where you're all alone on this wave. There's no one else with you. The only thing in your mind is like just fun.
Yeah.
And you're just you purely are doing it because it's a good time, and it's something, it releases emotions and dopamine, and it's an amazing feeling.
And do you feel that every spot is different?
Of course, every single wave is different.
So explain how it is, how some spots are different.
Well, you got some spots. I mean, most of the waves in Indonesia break over reef breaks. And reef breaks are very picture perfect. You know, they break in the same spot every single time, and they're usually barreling crystal blue water waves. Sandbars too. And sandbars are more unpredictable, but they're amazing waves as well because you can find gems. Closeouts and waves that aren't, of substance.
What are all the spots they've been to in Indonesia?
I can't name them all because some of them I gotta keep on lock.
But are most of them in Bali, or are there also somewhere outside of Bali?
The most incredible waves in the world are in Indonesia, for sure. I'd say definitely the best place in the world for surfing. I can definitely claim that. Bali has incredible waves, like beautiful, amazing waves. But places like Sumatra and the Mentawais and Lombok and Java, there's some incredible waves. waves, where it's not necessarily like places you would go unless you surf. And that's such a cool thing about surfing also, in Indonesia specifically, is that I've gone to so many places in Indonesia that I would never have gone to if I didn't surf. In the world for that matter. And that's something that I'm so appreciative of, because it's like I've met people and seen things and cultures and people in Indonesia specifically also that are like I would never have even thought about. And then you go there and you go surfing and you can connect with the locals and the people there on such a different level, because it's like you're doing this act on the wave, and there's some places they never seen anyone do it, and it's like they're like, oh, what's this guy doing? What is this? Apa ini?
Ya, jadi orang-orang di sana itu pasti terkejut ya bisa lihat orang surfing.
Like dia pikir aduh ombak itu besar sekali, pasti mati kalau berenang gitu. Dan dia selancar itu.
Orang mati ya.
Yeah.
So do you think that some of the locals try to imitate you guys?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But then again, you imitate the locals. It's just kind of where it happens to be. I mean, obviously surfing didn't come from surfing came originally from the Polynesians and went to Hawaii, and Hawaii was one of the first places they were surfing. From there, you know, people travel all around the world, bringing surfboards all over the place and just doing the sport. And Indonesia was one of the really important, really interesting places because it created an economy here. It created a tourist attraction from places that were never had to be built in a sense. It was like people came here and they started surfing, and that was a huge business for everybody. It was great. It like kind of created
that's how Bali developed.
It kind of honestly
essentially
is how Bali became what it is today. If surfers had never come here, it would still be an incredible place and it would still be definitely popular, but it would be a different place.
So that's how Bali developed, what, 30, 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, basically like 30 years ago. That's kind of how everything came to be here.
So let's talk about the corona and how it impacted surfing as well.
Through this, it's been really hard for people, and it's definitely a bad year in terms of everything that's happened. But in my personal experience, it's been incredible, and I don't want to sound like, oh, I get to surf. You know, it's just how it has played out here, and I'm super grateful and appreciative of the opportunity, and it's been incredible. It's been the best year of my life for surfing. I've been able to go places and surf waves that usually would have 100 people out, and you're surfing them alone and getting way more waves than you ever would. It's just cool. It's a crazy experience. Like my home break at Uluwatu, to surf that, I've surfed that, like been surfing it alone, like totally alone.
During this time, and it's the first time in your lifetime that this happened, right?
First time in my whole lifetime, and that's something that's like, I'm sitting out there and I'm looking around like, this doesn't even feel right. This is weird, like what's going on, you know? It's like you've gone back in time, like the 70s.
Like you feel like you're an actual in the other planet, different planet, right?
It doesn't seem right. You know, you're out there surfing, you're having a good time, but that and just being out there seeing that, it like gives you this like, well, this actually is real. Like, it kind of not scares you, but it's like, it kind of wakes you up even more to the fact that it's an awesome thing that you're doing, you're surfing alone, but at the same time, like, this isn't right.
So can you explain how the different breaks in Bali are? Like, is in Uluwatu, are they all lefts, or how are they breaking? Are they really fast, or?
Yeah, basically the Bukit Peninsula, South Bali, is the land of the lefts. And the way it works is that it's all the waves are facing southwest from Uluwatu, which is the most southern. The temple of Uluwatu is the most southern point of Bali, and then from there, all the waves are on the southwest coast, and they run along this like peninsula all the way until JUARA. During this time of year, from May till November, we get southwest swells, and those south and southwest swells come and they hit perfectly, they hit from this direction, hitting the land here, and
hitting it at an angle,
hitting it at a perfect angle, and creating these lefts. And basically, it's just lefts for
days.
Yeah, just lefts for days. It's just ridiculous.
So how many spots are there, you think, up in the Bukit?
Uluwatu, Padang, Bingin,
Impossibles,
and then there's a couple other waves that go past there, like honeymoons, but those are all the major waves, and that's 7 really good waves. But those waves, when they're some of the best waves in the world,
they're firing.
Padang is a world-renowned, incredible wave that has been surfed the best surfers.
The best waves like Kelly Slater, Mick Fanning, all the big name surfers in the world, right?
They've had the WSL championships at Uluwatu, and they've had it at Padang. And those contests really highlight how incredible the waves are
in Indonesia.
In Indonesia, for sure.
So to all the Indonesians that are watching, how well, or what's the ranking of Indonesia in terms of the waves of the world? Would you say it's one of the best of the world? Would you say it's
Indonesia ada ombak paling bagus di semua dunia.
Di seluruh dunia?
Pasti. Yeah. Pasti.
Perfect.
Personally, I understand the correlation between how surfers can be considered playboys in a way, and it's for good reason. I mean, basically, if you're at the beach all day and you're surfing all the time, you probably look pretty fucking good. you probably look good, and I mean, you probably travel and you kind of you meet a lot of people and you know how to, talk, I guess. And that kind of helps you talk to girls. And I think girls just think, oh, surfers are hot, And that kind of is like sort of it's a stereotype, but it's true. And it's a stereotype for a reason. And it's like, basically, I mean, Bali, for example, you got the hottest girls in the world, all these models coming here and they just want to hang out at the beach. And then you got surfers who are like gladiators in the ocean. And then, yeah, it kind of just works out. It's a pretty fun thing. It's a cool thing, because it kind of shows all these girls from all over the world this different culture it shows them a local culture through something that is an international sport.
So you think if the local boys come here from Mentawai, all the way from Padang,
for sure. Yeah.
they're all gonna get the chicks.
Yeah, I mean, come from wherever, come here to surf, and you're nice, you're cool, and yeah, you're gonna get chicks for sure. 3 meals a day or perfect big waves. Well, how about 1 meal a day and perfect big waves? That'd be perfect for me. That's kind of how I live anyway. I don't really eat that much.
Thank you so much, bro, for your time, and thank you so much for being on my show.
Holy, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oke guys, itulah dia interview dengan Max DeSantis.
Terima kasih banyak dan jangan lupa like dan subscribe
Kepada channel saya, Kwan TV. See you guys next time.